Well, in case you've been living under a rock, former Vice President Dick Cheney has kicked the bucket. Now, I think it would have been better if he had croaked sometime before the election in 2000. Then we might not have had that stupid war in Iraq that was all for Halliburton, which Dick Cheney was the CEO of once. But anyway, thousands of troops needlessly died, and over $1 trillion was wasted in Iraq. Not to mention all the wounded and all this other bullshit that we now have to deal with as a result, such as ISIS and all that shit. Iraq was better left off under a military dictatorship like Saddam. It kept the mullahs and other crazies at bay. That being said, I gotta give Dick Cheney this. He chose country over party, and he voted for Kamala Harris in 2024. Now, you got, it speaks volumes when Dick Cheney and Bernie Sanders are on the same side, as they were. His daughter, Liz Cheney, is fighting very hard. And she stood up to Trump, and it cost her her political office. But she's not going away. She's still fighting. And you got to give her and her father that. Because, you see, I don't know whether or not Donald Trump cheated the election. I suspect he did, because every accusation that man makes is pretty much a confession. And remember, it's like, Donald Trump was a longtime critic of Dick Cheney and the Bush administration. Now that the Donald Trump regime is going, he is proving to be just as bad, if not worse, than the neocons. He has attacked Iran. He has attacked Venezuela. And he is threatening Nigeria. All of this has happened before his first 12 months have elapsed. We need to stop Donald Trump, people, and we need to stop him now. It is time for all of us to put our differences aside and focus on taking down the Orange Menace. This is the greatest threat America has ever faced. And we really need to come together, or we will either make history or become history. And the thing is Donald Trump is set to get us into another, even more pointless and stupid war. A war we do not want or need. He is doing everything he can to cover up the pedophiles, i.e. Epstein files, but I like to call them the pedophiles. And, but we have to keep going, guys. And it's like, I personally hated Dick Cheney, but if he would be willing to help me to fight this fight against Donald Trump and his regime, I'd be more than willing to work with him or any other neocon. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all. Peace.